So, welcome back, everyone. So somebody just commented on dealership service, and they say that they check the customer history to see what the notes and behaviors and things are, and then if it's a customer who complains that ever since you worked on my car and noises and declines everything, that once that customer is back in the shop for something else, that they avoid upselling and saying anything to that customer. Well, do I? So I'm teaching Rachel to look in our history, right? So because we leave notes. Um, so if I'm usually on a customer or a situation of that nature. So recently I've been really trying to get Rachel to focus when a customer comes in, to go into once she logs them into our point of sale system, to go into their history, because we have alerts that says there's comments you can leave, there's notes you can leave, and then there's a decline list for things. So what I want Rachel to start doing, and I did it, was looking at the customer history before they come in. So if it's a customer who's constantly in your service department or dealership and they decline everything, it comes to a point where you have to draw a line in the sand and say, listen, maybe I'm not your guy. Or if that same customer comes back and the decline list is fixed, and then you give them another list of decline repairs or maintenance, and then they leave, they come back for a tire plug or an oil change, and then you look at the car and you see all that was done again. That's where I draw the line in the sand with this customer. So yeah, so for me, I have that ability to say, hey, I don't even want to deal with you. So wherever you've been going to get your car fixed, take your keys and go back there. And I've done it. I don't, I want customers who, want to trust the service provider and want to listen and do that. Other than that, I don't come to work to be aggravated by you. So, and Rachel, is trying to be Mrs. Customer Service, or any counter person, Mr. or Mrs. Customer Service, and that's great too. But then you got to say, okay, well, if you're going to drop your drawers to a certain individual, and then they're going to blame you for dent or scratch or something's broke on their car, why do you want to deal with that specific person? And they're out there, and I understand why this guy said what he said. So I just make it extremely difficult for that person to get into my shop, or I tell them the price is so high that they'll just turn around and go someplace else. So I understand the mentality. So when you work for somebody at a dealership or a Jiffy Lube or a Quick Lube or a Take 5 or whatever Mavis, you probably have to take in every customer, regardless if it cost the company a court case and losses. And Pep Boys was big known for that. The customer would come in and get the tire rotation, and then their engine would blow up, and Pep Boys would put a new engine in their car. So.
It's on that too.
Oh wow, that sucks. Can you live stream it? So for me, I draw the line in the sand, and I just say, I'll give you a scenario. We had a person when Meineke was just sending out $9.95 and $14.95 coupons to everybody in the world, and at first years ago I would do that, and then I said I'm not doing it, and then it has evolved to like a $14.95 for a basic oil change. Now today that'll never happen, but scenario is it did happen, and they would come with the coupon and then ask for everything that's free, right? Then question everything you say to them, and then once the second time or third time this car comes back, if it's a clean vehicle, I understand that. I don't really need to make an issue out of what's up with the car. I give every car an inspection and look over for an oil change, and we're just using this as a scenario. And if there's a page of decline repairs and that customer's back with the coupon again for another oil change, and the repairs are done or not done, we want to find out why. And then after the third time that they show up to the counter, I usually just say, in their history, we have all these decline repairs. Have you had do you want to get, attack any of them? Do you want to do any of them, right? Any of the 10 items, probably from $10 to hundreds of dollars. No. And then I bring the car back in, and they're all fixed. I actually walk back to the counter, hand the customer the keys, and say, wherever you've been going to get your car fixed, go back there. And then let him be your oil change guy, because that's the one you've been paying. And that's a true story, and I've done it many of times. Thanks for watching.